Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Sokkanatha Venba, verse number 47. The verse goes this way. Adiyar Paripaagam yellam arindu padi keel pada mel padathil kodupoi iruthiduvai sera inimelam boga aruthiduvai Sokkanatha. It's a beautiful verse which talks about the complete we all have a very common saying among us, which is ignorance is bliss. Honestly, this particular verse is reinstating ignorance is bliss. What level of ignorance is bliss is what we are going to go into a little bit more details. Now, we don't know what is our maturity level. I don't know my maturity level, I don't know your maturity level. Same ways, you will not be able to judge what is my maturity level. You will not know what is your maturity level also, because we don't know where we are in the spiritual ladder. The only person who knows about this and the only person who is eligible to move us to the next step in this ladder is Lord Siva. This particular verse talks about that. Based on everyone's maturity, he places us in the appropriate position. Now, what is our position? We don't know. We are at a very bottom level or we are at a very elevated level. The only person who knows that is Lord Siva. Now, according to Saiva Siddhanta text, we all know there are three levels of the souls or the lives that we can see. They call it as Sagalar, Pralayagalar, Vijnanagalar. Whenever we talk about the three entanglements, which is Anavam, Kanmam and Maya, we are categorized under Sagalar, which means we are having all the three entanglements, which is Anavam, Kanmam and Maya. Maya is, we know, the everything that is around us, which is Dhanu Karana Bhuvana Bhogam, which is our body, the place that we live in, and the happiness and the sadness that we are going through, and the world that we are living in, all the worldly pleasures and the earthly pleasures that we are able to see around us. These are all coming from Maya. We are entangled into that. We also have karma. We are also having ignorance. So these are the three entanglements Sagalar is always having. The next level, elevated level, is out of the three entanglements, the third one, which is the Maya, will be gone. Only Anavam and Kanmam will be there, and that particular category people are called as Pralayagalar, which is basically they don't have any earthly attachments, but they do have a little bit of karmic deeds, and at the same time they do also have Arnavam, which is the ignorance. The third level, which is the highly elevated souls, they fall under Vijnanagalar. Vijnanagalar has only one particular entanglement, which is Arnavam. Now you may have a question. Vijnanagalar is also having ignorance. Sagalar is also having ignorance. Is it going to be the same? Honestly, no. The answer is, for us, ignorance is something like an iron curtain made of iron, which is really, really thick and solid. Whereas for them, it is like a muslin cloth. Just softly a wind can move it off. But they also have it. But with Lord Shiva's grace, it is very, very soft, and everything is surrendered to Lord Shiva. So we can see Sagalar, Pralayagalar, Vijnanagalar. These are the three types of souls that we can see around us. Now, when you talk about Sagalar, even under Sagalar, there are three categories that has been defined. The first level is someone who completely rejects the idea of God, the free thinkers. They don't believe in God. Basically the atheist, rather than free thinkers, we can call them the atheist. Atheist is like they don't believe in God, they don't believe in the concept of God also. Everything they feel is whatever they are working hard, they are reaping the benefit. They don't need all these texts because this has no meaning for them, throw it off. So that is the first level. The third level is a very elevated soul. They don't need these books because all these texts and books are already inculcated in their thought process. They are already ready to 100% surrender themselves. Even though they have Arnavam, Kanmam and Maya, they are in a very elevated level. Now most of us, we fall under the middle level, sandwiched between these two. We are not atheist, at the same time we are not 100% surrendering ourselves also. But we are trying hard to achieve the third level, which is to surrender completely to Lord Shiva. So for us, all these texts, all the Saiva Siddhantam text and Thirumurai will come in handy to help us to elevate our soul to the next level. So now with this particular concept, let's look at this particular verse once again. Based on whichever maturity level we are, God places us in one of this level. In Sagalar itself, as we said, we had 3 categories. We don't know which category we are in, and Lord Shiva places us over there. If we are in an elevated level, he puts us in a higher level. If not, he puts us in a lower level. Now, who should we blame this? Who should we question this? Who has the clarity? The one and only person who knows all about this is Lord Shiva. So when we say everything is known only to him and we don't have control, then why are we even going through all these texts, all these verses? Very simple. All we have to do is, you don't have to bother about where God is going to put us next. Just surrender completely. Surrender completely. Just make sure that all 24/7, not even 1 nanosecond, not missing out 1 nanosecond, just keep uttering his holy name, his mantra throughout, and just put up one request in his lotus feet to say, whichever situation I am in, I should not forget Lord Shiva. As long as we are growing this kind of a mindset and this particular thought process, slowly we will be elevated to the next level, which is Lord Shiva's duty to put us in the next level. That is what verse number 47 is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.